Yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. So recently I've been thinking about which loadouts I should bring into the next season, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you 5 weapon loadouts that you should have come next season, aka Beyond Light. And if you guys want a part 2 by any chance, drop a comment to let me know. So if you do go on to enjoy today's video, remember to hit that like button, and if you want more guides, live streams, and builds, hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so about the only thing better than Mountaintop and Recluse come next season is going to be a discounted version of Mountaintop and Recluse, which is the exit strategy and the truth teller. Now you might be asking, what about the heavy? Well, I usually use Anarchy, but of course it's always your choice. I recommend if you don't have Anarchy, use Bellowing Giant or any other rocket launcher. Just make sure you have cluster bombs on it. So when you look at this loadout and ask why would it be good or why would I even use it, and that's because it's exactly the same thing as Mountaintop and Recluse, just a bit of a dollar store version. You can't judge a book by its cover, but in all seriousness though, Truth Teller does output some good damage, as you can see in this video up here. But in that video I actually do prove that Truth Teller is a good second option to Mountaintop, and with exit strategy the roles that come with it are okay I guess, but I usually run Underdog for increased reload speed and Swashbuckler for more damage upon melee kills. And a pretty cool plus for these weapons is that they're legendary, so you can put the new artifact mods on them as well, like anti-barrier SMG and whatever grenade launcher mod that they come up with hopefully next season. So the next loadout on this list is going to start off with the Breakneck legendary auto rifle, and guys, I kid you not when I say that this is the best auto rifle in the game. Like, it's better than Vlad the Impaler, it's better than Gnawing Hunger, it's better than Sur's Regime, and that's because of the synergy between the two perks, Rampage and Onslaught. Whenever you get stacks of Rampage, your rate of fire starts to increase because of Onslaught, turning this 450 RPM into a 600 RPM like that. And I'm going to be pairing it with everyone's favorite gun, Lord of Wolves. Now hear me out. I'm not in any way, shape, or form advocating for the use of this gun in PvP. Never use it, because if I catch you using it, I'm going to teabag you. But in PvE, man, this thing rips. And to be honest, it still does some good damage. The only thing is, you're going to be burning through ammo faster than my burritos burned through me last night, and we all know that wasn't pretty. So just throw on a special ammo finder and you'll be good. Next up is the Huckleberry and loaded question setup. I don't know why I don't see this around anymore. Like, think about it. Huckleberry, you never need to reload because kills gives you a full mag if you have the catalyst, and if you don't have the catalyst it gives you like 25 bullets back I think, which is still pretty generous. And loaded question is possibly the best fusion rifle in the game because of its perk Reservoir Burst, which gives you a big damage boost if you have a full magazine and causes your enemies to explode upon death. Now Aurora did do a build video on this a while back which brought it to my attention, so props to him for that. But for the heavy weapon, it's always your choice. I recommend Falling Guillotine because that is a new weapon and it's going to sunset later rather than sooner, so that's always a good thing. So at this point you might be thinking, why is every build you've listed so far have an exotic in it? Well, that's because we haven't gotten much information about sunsetting and exotics, which leads me to believe that exotics are exempt from sunsetting altogether, which is good news for me because I get to still use Anarchy for a little bit longer, and boy, let me tell you, that thing's good. For loadout number 4, we have Izanagi's Burden, and yet another dollar store version of Recluse, the Death Adder. Although you're gonna have to do a couple runs of the Prophecy Dungeon to get it, and for heavy, I would go with the rocket launcher, mainly Bellowing Giant. And yes, I know I already said it before, but the Bellowing Giant is from Scourge of the Past, and with cluster bombs, it does a lot of damage. And the way I have it set up in this clip, you'll see why it does so much damage. So in this clip, you'll see me get the charge with light buff from using the Death Adder, and then I pull out Izanagi's to do half damage to a boss. Notice how I'm still charged with light though, which means I do increase damage. So then I pull out the rocket launcher and leave this boss one tap, and all I have to do is just shoot him once and then he's gone. I really do think this loadout will be crucial in the raids for next season or any Grandmaster Nightfalls that you may try. I know that I'm definitely going to be using it. Now for the 5th and final loadout, we have the Bad Juju and the Ikelos shotgun from the dungeon as well, but this can also be acquired from the Escalation Protocol public event. As for Bad Juju, the String of Curses perk allows you to gain more super energy for the more kills you get, which makes this gun one of the more useful guns on this list. But just for safe measure, throw in a couple super mods and you'll be fine. The Ikelos shotgun is pretty insane, although being in a weaker state than when it was originally introduced, it still does some pretty good damage to mid and major enemies. Just make sure you're farming the dungeon and getting those secret chests to get a good chance at a god roll, because that would take this gun to the next level. And that's a wrap for today guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and if you want more guides, live streams, and builds, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to stay in contact with me, my Twitter and Instagram links will be down in the description below and in the end cards right here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Perfect.